Hi guys, it's Lee and welcome to episode 3 of Journey to Diagnosis, where I'm talking all about my condition EDS, or Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. This week is all about x-rays and stuff because those are fun, and this is back in November, so just be aware like all of these videos are behind because there's a lot of footage for me to edit and I only just decided to start uploading these 2 months ago. There's a lot of stuff that has happened since then. I'm gonna try and upload these a bit more frequently so that you guys can sort of catch up with my life, so then you'll know where I'm at right now in March. All of this footage is from November, I think. If you missed last month's episode, then I will leave it linked below, or you can click it on the end card, and that's basically just about booking the x-rays and starting new medication and all of the wonderful things that came along with that. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big old thumbs up, as was me, links down in the description, so make sure you go follow me, subscribe and all that jazz, and see you next time with a brand new video. Enjoy! Mwah! So today is the day I go for my x-rays, and true to form, my left knee is playing up. Although usually it hurts all the time, but it hurts the most when I have it straight. Today, if I have it perfectly straight, it does not hurt whatsoever, but it kills like hell the second I bend it even slightly. And you know how hard it is to keep your leg perfectly straight? It's virtually impossible, and hurts my muscles, so I'm just living with the pain. You know when you have to click, or do you ever move your wrist or your hip and then you kind of just have to stop because you get it's not painful, it just kind of hurts, and you're like, if I move right now I'm gonna click, and then you do click and the pain goes away and you're fine and you move on with your day. I've had that on the side of my foot all freaking day, and I've clicked my entire ankle, my foot, my toes, the works. Nothing is getting rid of the feeling, and it's starting to actually hurt. Not the clicking hurt, it's really painful. Because it's on the side. There's no bone here that I can click. Fine when I have my foot perfectly straight and aligned with my leg, but if I if this, it's fine, but if I twist my foot in either direction, it kills. I have about 2 hours until my appointment, so I am going to go and watch Harry Potter. That is my life now, apparently. Cool. One last thing, and this could all be fixed by my pain meds that make me too happy to care about the pain rather than actually getting rid of the pain. But I've been on them for the maximum amount of days, and if I keep taking them, I might get addicted. So guess who hasn't taken these since last night? I'm basically screwed. Anyway, that's it. I'll check in with you later. Sorry, I forgot to update you all. Basically, the x-ray department is actually further into the hospital than I thought, and it was a lot of walking, and my knee was in agony. I couldn't put any weight on it, and so I had to lean on my mum all the way down to department 9, which is so far. Then when I went in, she was like, no, your mum can't come in, no, we're not exposing her to unnecessary radiation, you can come in by yourself. So I was trying to make small talk with her, and I was like, okay, so why do I need so many x-rays, da, 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 da. I was like, sorry, I feel I'm being too intrusive, and she was like, no, it's fine, I like it when people ask questions, because once you leave, you won't know what's going on, so it's good, I encourage people to do that. And I was like, okay, cool, now I feel less annoying. And I had to do one where I was stood up, and I had the backs of my legs against the x-ray board thingy, and then she was like, okay, can you straighten up your legs? And I was because I was bending slightly, my knee was in agony, so I was slightly bent, and she was like, can you straighten your legs? I was like, that's as far as I can go. And so she adjusted the x-ray thing at the back, and then she was like, okay, that might work, we'll try. And then she was walking away and she was like, your leg's not straight. And I was like, yeah, I told you I can't straighten it, I have to have my knee bent. And she was like, no, I mean the alignment. And I was like, well, that's the whole point of having the x-ray. So then she had to turn my foot out, and it's on a proper 30-degree angle. It's horrid, and it was so painful. It's still really painful to turn out my foot so that my knee is straight. I had to stand like that for a bit, and then she took an x-ray, and then I lay down on a bed and I had to do, there was the board there, and then I put my knee on it, and then they took one, and then I had to do the other one, and then she was giving me a bunch of padding to put under my leg so it wasn't that much pressure on it. I was like, cool. And the awkward thing was, because my knee is obviously turned inwards, and I had to lie on my left side so she could do my left knee, and she was like, can you put your knee flat on the board? And I was like, that's as flat as it goes. And she was like, oh, okay. So then I had to turn over more so that my leg was flat on the bed, and ow, did you hear that click? That was my hip, that was terrible. Yeah, and then yesterday was Wednesday and I was like super high on my medication, and my mum was like, did you take a day break? And I was like, yeah, I didn't have any medication on Tuesday, because you're only supposed to take it for 3 days and then that's it, but I've got like to wait another 5 days, 6 if you include today, before I get my x-rays back. I took a day break and then I was like, okay, so it'll be fine, I'll just take my medication, because as long as I'm being monitored and I'm not like crazy or showing signs of addiction, then it's fine. Last night I was like tripping balls and my mum was like laughing at me and I was like, dude, it's not funny. And I came like charging down the stairs. I was like, mum, well, I wasn't charging, I was like actually hopping because my knee hurt, and I was like, mum, I've done it, I've been converted, I found Jesus. She was like, what? And then all emotion just went out my face and I was like, there is an upside down Jabba the Hutt on the bathroom floor. And she was like, and the disappointment on her face. She was like, how high are you? And I was like, honestly, at this point, I really don't know. So yeah, now it's Thursday. I have like one more lesson today. I've had one lesson this morning that I've just come back from. I have law last, so I don't have to go back to college until 3. And it's currently 20 to 1. I'm gonna go take a nap. And then tomorrow I'm helping out at a primary school, so that's not too much standing up, but those chairs might be a bit horrible to sit on. So yeah, I'm skiving my lessons to help out with a Christmas fair. Best friend is doing it. She's like, help me! And I was like, fine. Plus, our mums work at the school, so I didn't really have a choice. My mum kind of roped me into it as well. It's just, Nia kind of guilted me a little bit, like she did last year. And Saturday and Sunday I'm probably just gonna spend in bed. Monday, Tuesday. When do I get my results? I'll probably see the doctor like either Tuesday or Wednesday for my x-ray results. Oh yeah, this is what the woman said to me when she was doing the x-ray. She was like, when did this like come about? I was like, about July time, but I've always had problems with my knee. It's just in July I started to notice it was like turning inward and it's got a lot worse. And she's like, you are aware that some people get ill with stress and then they don't notice? And I was like, okay, did you read the notes that, because I've read the format to you guys that I gave her, and it said awaiting genetics consultation or some shit like that, and she's putting it down to stress. And I was like, dude, I cannot, I am incapable of. That was fun. That's my x-ray story. I'm gonna go sit down because my legs hurt from standing up for 6 minutes. Bye. Great start. Okay, so I just got back from college like half an hour ago, and my mum rang the doctors and then I had to speak to the doctor. Clicking already. And she didn't say I had multiple x-rays. She was like, oh, is this for your x-ray result on your knee? And I was like, well, yeah, but sure. On one knee, yeah. She was like, oh, they're normal. I don't know how I feel. I want to cry because I know there is something wrong. There has to be. You can't tell, but this knee turns in. But when I went in for the x-ray, like I said, she didn't say my feet were like flat on the floor. She twisted my foot so that my knee was then straight and my leg was in line. So of course my x-ray is going to come back looking normal if my leg was straight, but my leg is not straight because my ankle was off center when she took the x-ray. And my ankle is straight, my leg is not, and my knee turns in. So why does she... At least we know it's not a cartilage problem, and it is EDS. I'm like trying so hard not to cry. Because the fact that my leg is structurally sound means that surgery is probably not an option anymore. And I'm just gonna have to live with an inverted knee, which I can't do. I can't walk, can't physically function. But sure, I'm normal. Cool. It's not okay, and I don't know what to do. I need a cuppa and Gilmore Girls.